United States, there are 3.5 million miles of river. The whole world is over 70% water. In America, we ship supplies and people through the rivers and canals. It keeps our great nation alive. The way we do it is currently inefficient.
Now we currently use sailboats for water travel and shipping. The issue is that they are very slow and dependent on wind. My good buddy, Robert Fulton, has been developing a new kind of boat for several years.
3 years ago in 1807, Robert Fulton first tested the SteamShip, which is revolutionary for boat travel due to speed and durability. It is my pleasure to introduce Robert Fulton, the mastermind behind the SteamShip and the man who is changing the country and the world for the better.
Thanks, Tom. It is I, Robert Fulton, and the year is 1810, and 3 years ago, my steamship, the Claremont, traveled 150 miles from New York to Albany in just 36 hours. On the Hudson River, believe it or not. But I'm sure many of you folk are wondering, how does such a vessel move without sails and without oars? The answer, my friends, lies in the ingenious contraption at its heart, the steam engine. Allow me to explain. The steam engine works by harnessing the power of heated water. Inside the belly of this ship, there is a boiler, a great iron vessel where water is heated by a roaring coal fire. When the water boils, it produces steam, which builds up immense pressure. This steam is then directed into a series of cylinders where it pushes pistons back and forth with tremendous force. These pistons, through a clever arrangement of gears and rods, turn a rotating shaft, and that shaft, my good fellows, drives the paddle wheels you see on either side of the ship. These wheels churn through the water, propelling the vessel forward. Unlike a sailing ship, it doesn't need a lick of wind. Sailing ships must rely on favorable winds and can be stalled by a calm or unfavorable gale, but the steamship moves under its own power. It can travel upriver against strong currents or glide across a glassy, windless lake with unyielding steadiness. This ship can travel at 5 miles an hour, an insane feat. Imagine how much more fast and efficient your travel could be at a steady 5 miles per hour as opposed to constantly shifting winds wrecking your journey. Now, to further convince you, I like to introduce economy and technology expert John Thomas Malthus.
Folks, something that everyone must understand is just how reliant the United States is on river travel and shipping. 60 to 70% of all domestic trade occurs thanks to rivers and canals, and we have nothing else to rely on. The Mississippi, Ohio, Missouri, and Hudson rivers, along with the Great Lakes, are all crucial to trade in America. Currently, river travel is massively inefficient. Sailboats are slow, they're unpredictable, and this is having a direct effect on our ability to expand westward. The steamship is going to revolutionize the efficiency and the volume of river trade if we replace the sailboat. Even though it was only first invented 3 years ago, the technology is already far ahead of the sailboat. America needs the steamship, and as an economist, I thank Robert Fulton for inventing this ingenious contraption, which will cause our American economy to skyrocket.
You're welcome, John, and you're welcome, America. Steamships will drastically lower shipping times, and therefore the cost of these shipped goods. Rivers will turn from uncertain dribbles of resources to massive highways of economy and sheer materials. Folks, cotton, coal, timber, and agricultural products will all become available all over the country, and the ease of transport to factories will have a massive effect on the effectiveness of our American economy. One example of how much steamships could help is for Midwestern farmers. Currently, Midwestern farmers struggle selling their produce throughout the country due to their isolated location, but with the quick and reliable steamships, Midwestern farmers will be able to sell their products globally. My friends, if you aren't already invested in this project that is going to change the world, what are you waiting for? Thank you everyone for listening, and you have my word that if you bet on the steamship, you are betting a safe bet for America and for the people of the entire world.